Welcome back to Did You Know with Doris. Today we will be covering the Colorado Springs most iconic power couples. Now the first up will be William Jackson Palmer and his lovely wife, Mary Lincoln Mellon Palmer, who was commonly known as Queen. When Palmer came to this area, he felt that it would be a great place to build a resort for his European investors for his railroad, and he built the Antlers Hotel. Queen started the first school in Colorado Springs and gave fundraisers where she sang. It was said she had a beautiful voice. Together, they built what is now known as Glen Erie Castle. In fact, Queen had a hand in designing the original 22-room wooden structure. Next, we move on to the larger-than-life promoter of the Pikes Peak region. That would be Spencer Penrose. The Pikes Peak Highway, the hill climb, the beginnings of the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. Now, I know you're thinking the COG, but the COG was actually started by Zalman Simmons of the Simmons Mattress Company about 11 years before Spencer Penrose even showed up in the area. Back to Penrose. He famously graduated at the last of his class from Harvard, but he seemed to have a way of bouncing back. Joined up with his friend Charlie Tutt. They made a lot of money in the Cripple Creek Gold Rush, but he really hit pay dirt with his Utah copper mine. His wife, Julie McMillan Penrose, was a widow who married Penrose on their way to Europe. It was said that she courted him, and it all started when he was feeling ill, and she sent her maid over with some soup, and it grew from there. She is responsible for encouraging the formation of the Broadmoor Art Academy and for much of the philanthropy that we see in this region even today. Legend has it that Palmer and Penrose were rivals. There is a story, and I leave it to you to verify, that Penrose took and rode his horse into the lobby of the Antlers Hotel because they refused to serve him an alcoholic drink. Also, that the reason he put a small A in the Broadmoor was a cut against the Antlers Hotel. The one thing that makes sense through all of this is behind every powerful man is a woman who is keeping up and keeping him in line.